Hi guys, welcome to the Campanile podcast. It's me, Braden Leon, Matthew Ho, and Rowie, and we're here to talk.
Rowie's a special guest.
Yeah, he's a special guest. He's not on the Campanile. Okay, how's it been going in quarantine so far for y'all?
Rowie?
It's been pretty boring. Kind of hard to not see your friends for a while, but you learn to get through it.
What have you been doing?
Schoolwork obviously, and
That's fair.
and a lot of some video games, but a lot of trying to find a movie to watch and that kind of stuff. Need to find time to
How have you been dealing with your family?
just trying to find time alone.
Yeah.
they're cool and all, but I can't the entire day.
I understand that.
Yeah,
I've been like,
you go.
all right. I've been doing a lot of like stuff I didn't do before. I like crossword puzzles and like Sudokus, just like pass time. I slide there. What about you, Matthew?
Me? What I've been doing? I mean, I've been the same as Rowie pretty much. I've been doing mostly schoolwork. I've been playing video games. And yeah,
Of course.
that's pretty much it.
What I've been missing is sports. Honestly, like live sporting events. Like I
think that's the main thing here. If there were live sports all the time, then it really wouldn't be a problem. But that's really the main thing for me.
Yeah, the NBA Finals would be on right now. Who do you think would be there?
I would say the Lakers and the Bucks, honestly.
Who do you think would win?
Who do you think, Matthew? Do you have any basketball knowledge?
Not for this season.
Clippers.
You gave me a weird face for my prediction.
Yeah, definitely the Clippers. The Clippers are going to be in the finals.
Over the
no doubt about it. No, yeah.
Playoff LeBron. It's a different breed.
Kawhi is better. Kawhi is so good. Who won last year? I mean,
the Warriors did lose KD and Clay in the finals, so they didn't really have a chance against Kawhi and the Raptors.
I mean, LeBron didn't even make the playoffs, so
he didn't have Anthony Davis or any of the supporting cast he has this season.
But he had Lonzo.
Dude, Lonzo's good. Lonzo's actually good this year. Wait, how is like soccer coming back? I heard it's coming back.
The German league's already back. But it's not the same. It's an empty stadium. It feels like it's a preseason tournament, But
I feel like fans is the big thing. Like no fans, like on TV when I was watching the game, they like added like the audio like fans, even though there are no fans in the stadium.
Yeah, pre-recorded audio. They're trying hard to make it feel like a real game, but it's just not.
Weren't they gonna have like those like cardboard people in stands?
Yeah, I think one team in the German soccer league, they had like cardboard cutouts of like fans and placed them inside the stadium. I mean, that's pretty creative, but it's not really sustainable. Like it doesn't create an atmosphere or anything.
Yeah. Did you you watched the NFL draft, right, Rowie?
Yeah, of course.
Did you see like the Zoom like fans in the background, like cheering?
Yeah, that's all they could have done really. What I thought was pretty amusing was seeing the commissioner just slumped in his chair after 6 rounds. He's just exhausted. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a new experience.
Have you guys been doing like exercise, like going on runs, working out, doing stuff like that?
Rowie?
Yeah. It's hard to get to be motivated when everything's kind of, it's kind of dead. Like there's nothing really going on. So finding the motivation's hard, but when you find it, you can do it. But yeah, that's a big thing.
What do you do for like workouts?
Those like the morning jogs. Me and my brother invested in and 2 dumbbells and like a bench. So there's
Cool.
been some workout. What do you mean?
What have you?
Oh, I've been going on some runs. I've been going on a lot of runs, but I'm kind of injured right now. One thing I noticed though that's kind of strange is like now, since quarantine started, like when you like walk or see someone on, like the side of the street, like it's like a polite thing to do to like move away from them. When like before, it'd be kind of mean, you know, like to avoid someone if you're like see them on the street. Like now, it's so different. Everything has changed so much.
Yeah. I don't really know. I haven't been outside much.
I
So
mean,
Yeah.
you can't really like go on runs with your foot. So
yeah. I'm pretty much.
Are you guys playing?
Oh, okay. Rowie.
I kind of stopped recently because I just got bored of everything. I don't know. Everything.
What do you do
boring.
then?
I mean, I find a TV show every once in a while, and I don't know. It's kind of chilling.
Brayden, do you have Warzone?
I do. I have on Xbox.
Yeah, we can all
Do you
play.
have it?
I
do you guys
deleted that. I deleted that game.
It's kind of fun now.
I've never played. I just downloaded it like yesterday. Is it good?
Yeah, I was horrible at it, so I couldn't take it anymore.
You, Rowie.
Like I heard, like when you die, you go to like the gulag.
That was the only
That's
thing
all
I
I've
was good
seen.
at. You know why? Because I'm clutch. I am clutch.
Lies.
Not a lie. All of my kills came from there.
Bro, I don't think kills even count in the gulag.
They do.
Anyway,
A pro Warzone player would know that.
bro, I got a
Bad
W.
one.
I got a W yesterday.
Nah, you probably
did?
got carried.
Nah, I got 6, 7 kills.
7 kills. Is it like 100 people in Warzone?
Like 150.
Like 150.
Oh, I'm playing Fortnite.
We could play Fortnite.
We could.
I deleted that game.
Bro, we
What do
could
you
re-download.
What do you do then, Rowie? Like
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't delete that thing. But
play, squad up.
You still have Fortnite?
I remember 8th grade. Like we were talking about every single math class.
Have you guys been seeing all the protests recently?
Yeah, actually.
yeah, I've been tuning into the news to see how they've been developing every night, and it's crazy to see.
Crazy.
Mhm.
What cities are they in now? There's one in San Jose, right?
Yeah, there's one in Oakland.
Almost in every single big city.
Mhm. Every big city. An officer like actually got shot in Oakland. I've heard from
Really?
like the rioting. Yeah.
That's crazy.
hmm What do you guys think about it?
Don't point to me. I don't have.
Bro, it's
anything
all
on
you,
it.
dog.
I think. Oh wow, this is about to get political. I think. I mean, like MLK said, riots are the voices of the unheard. So, I mean, the African American community have tried peaceful and violent protests, and I don't think the people that are actually like looting and stuff, there's been a lot of reports that they aren't really connected to the Black Lives Matter movement, but these people I don't want to speak on them because I can't really, but what I'm understanding is they're frustrated, and I mean I get it.
Definitely. It was like horrible what was done, and I know like it's not a good thing, but like it's definitely a voice that like people are angry with like how police are like going. But I feel like some of the looting also makes it seem like it discredits some of the actual like peaceful protesting, and that's kind of sad as well.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of the protesters who were being interviewed said also, that they don't really support that. But I mean, if you're gonna have, and what's the news story gonna carry, like a peaceful protest or a violent one? Like they're obviously gonna carry the violent headline.
Just frustrating because in a lot of the peaceful protests, the police are still doing like some like rubber bullets and stuff like that, which is kind of unfair. But like the news is not even paying attention to a lot of that. Like earlier today, I saw this video of like these people protesting, and these police cars just like tried to drive into them to get them to move away, and that was really kind of nasty.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys see the video of like Derek Chauvin and George Floyd?
Yeah, I think that video's been around. Like it was. I mean, it's devastating. Like it makes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes you so mad and sad at the same time. It's horrible.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, it's a sad note. Like quarantine, like that's probably the first thing. Like I know all the news for the past few months has been quarantine. This is the first real big thing that's happened. That's changed the focus off of that, which is interesting. Like the protests are like people are taking, like a lot of people are together. Do you think that's gonna affect like the virus at all? Like, is it gonna get like another explosion again?
It
Because
must,
of all these like.
because everyone's grouping together and like not really
Mm-hmm.
distancing or wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's like a big thing. That's kind of like a negative about all the protesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like allowing coronavirus to spread. And like if you think about it, we've been quarantined for so long. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like stopping or like I don't know. I just feel like there's no really point now in quarantining.
Really? Yeah, I feel like people are definitely like not paying as much attention to the quarantine as they were earlier.
I definitely seen more people like out and hanging out the past few
Mm-hmm.
than like when it initially started. What have you missed? What have you guys been missing most from daily life?
Sports.
Definitely just seeing people. I feel like.
That too. Yeah.
You guys miss school?
Honestly, I think I do.
Experiencing online school and regular school, I'd much rather be in regular school.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't retain any information from online school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I don't
a
think
different
it's.
way to learn. It's
Mm-hmm.
actually a lot harder.
But next year also might be partially online, right?
Yeah, I know, but they'll have planned for it. I know, like Ben Stein from the Campanile, he told me like they didn't like do it like. Okay, I don't know if I should say this. Actually, never mind. He showed me like this video of Don Austin, and he was saying like right now we haven't planned for online school, and it was like the day before they converted to online school. So I don't know if they planned super well for like the transition. Actually, I think next year they'll probably do a better job.
You could see that they weren't prepared.
Definitely.
They caught the teachers off guard. They caught the students off guard.
Yeah.
And, I mean, those flexible learning options, like the flows, those were to replace like confusion because they just didn't know what they were going to do.
Like, supposed to allow the teachers and the like staff to like prepare for actual online learning.
But the thing is, we knew that the school would be shut down, so why didn't they prepare the teachers before?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, honestly, I think the teachers actually did a pretty good job like transitioning because like they had to put all their different curriculum online and stuff like that.
They did as good a job as like they were put in a horrible situation. They were not they're not trained to do anything like this, and a lot of them really like took initiative, and some of them did a really good job.
I think the biggest thing is not having like actual classes. It's more like just you like self-learn and self-do the assignments. But I know other schools have like required Zoom classes where they actually like learn. It's like a school.
Yeah.
So I think like I know my parents and like I know other people also like that's like the main thing they're upset about with the district. It's like how could they not plan something like that where you could have online classes, especially also.
Yeah. especially in like the language and stuff like that. Like I feel like for language classes, like class 3, you have to actually speak and interact. Like it's so much harder to learn. Like I don't feel like I've learned any Spanish over the quarantine at all, because it's hard to like I don't have anyone to talk to in Spanish, and like I'm just learning off like reading articles and watching videos, at least in my curriculum.
What Spanish are you in?
I'm in 2 with Senor Duffy.
Nice.
Do you guys take language classes also?
I just
Yeah, and
finished the AP test in Chinese.
oh yeah, how was that?
It was pretty stupid. It was like a
Did-
normal
did-
4-hour test, and it got like condensed into like 15 minutes.
Yeah, how did the college board do it? Like what changed?
They just had like one section of the test, and that was just speaking.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
Did you
Did they
just
have-
speak with like a real person?
it was like an app. Like you went onto an app, and then they had like pre-recorded questions. So like the way it was like organized was like would have a conversation with someone, and then there's like 2 parts. One, like you would have a conversation with someone, like they would ask you questions about a topic, and you would respond like right away.
Mm-hmm.
And the second part is like you have 2 minutes to like talk about like a cultural aspect of like for me it was for China, and basically that took like 15 minutes, and that was the test. So I feel like a lot of people are kind of upset about that because it's only testing one aspect of like the language, so you can't really tell if you're really proficient or not if it's just speaking.
How do you feel about like the college board deciding to do tests at all? Like, do you think they shouldn't have done them at all?
I mean, I guess they had to do it online, because there's no really other choice. I feel like they like did the best they can.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people are kind of upset about it.
When do you think this is all gonna end then? Like, when do you think things will like if they ever return to normal?
Rowie, do you have any ideas?
The thing is, like, nobody really knows because people are saying like until a vaccine is out, then like it can't really go back to normal. But that's going to be in like a year or something like that, according to like health experts. And even then, like, not everybody would want to try a brand new vaccine because it could have like bad side effects that haven't been tested thoroughly. So it's just all of that. So it's all about like. So I just can't see when exactly we're gonna go back to normal.
Yeah, I also think like once they create a vaccine, only like a small portion of the population will get it first. And it'll take a while to like mass produce vaccines.
I was like interviewing the mayor for one of my articles, and I asked him like, when do you think it's gonna end? And he told me like the situation they have planned in place is that quarantine might go through winter, like so like the stay-at-home thing might go through winter, and that's really scary for me because I like when it started, I only thought this was gonna be like maybe at most until summer, and that if it goes like longer, like this is just it's crazy. Like the world's been turned upside down.
You said the mayor of who? Mayor of what?
Mayor of Palo Alto, but I know he doesn't know. It's not like a sure thing. He just said there's a possibility that it could.
Like I get that, but like people need to put food on their table for their family. Like people need to work.
Yeah.
You can't quarantine people for a year straight.
I think that's like the main,
people won't be able to earn money that way.
yeah, that's the main reason why other states opened up, right?
I mean, the other states I feel like did it like irresponsibly a little bit. They quarantined for a month and they're like, all right, you guys can go out. But if they started reopening like step by step, then I feel like there wouldn't be. Well, I mean, I'm not a health expert. I'm not going to talk about that. But people do need to go back to work. Like if they work in places that were shut down and they stay shut down through the winter, then how are they going to provide for their families?
I've seen a graphic like on the news, and it said like how like there's it's like more than like 10 times as many people have lost their jobs and people have actually got the virus. And I think that's what on like a lot of people's minds is that like, oh, it's not like the virus they're scared of, it's like them like losing their job and like not being able to feed their families and stuff like that. And I think after a while they might just stop it just because of that, even if it means like more people will get the virus, because like more people are losing their jobs and not like doing that than like actually getting infected, like significantly more right now.
I mean, and we're in a county that is under stay-at-home orders like indefinitely, and then you can like go across like county lines and they're not under stay-at-home orders. So I can't see how people would. I mean, at some point people are going to get tired of it. You can
Yeah.
already see that people are getting tired of stay-at-home orders and they're
Definitely.
going out more. So if it's through the winter, people are just going to go like they're not just people aren't going to follow it. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, even now, people aren't really following it that much, or to the extent that people were following it from the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there was like a certain fear that people had, like when everyone was like going to like the grocery store, like stock up on like supplies. Like it's totally gone away. No one feels like that anymore.
Yeah,
Maybe some people do, but not that. Like there's so much smaller around. Like not many people are scared, like as scared of it. They're like, oh, it's probably not going to happen. And the news is definitely focused off it for like the first time. And I don't know.
yeah. But I think that's all the time we have on this Zoom meeting.
Okay, thank you guys for listening.